dance like my scrappy did.
Hello friends, and welcome back to the Little Cup Tournament with Team Alpha. Now today I have a little bit of bad news and a little bit of good news. Now the bad news is our next opponent after Noah, his name is Julio, and we never ended up getting our battle together. I don't know where he was for the time of the tournament, but we ended up not being able to battle, so that battle is going to be crossed out from the tournament, causing as a withdrawal. I don't think he battled anyone, so it's kind of be like the same thing as K, so I guess we can count that as a forfeit or just, not at all. So this is going to be the last battle of the Little Cup tournament, and we are up against Noah. And now going into the team breakdown, looking at his team, there's one blaring weakness that I see, and that is a weakness to electricity, which means Jinkies, our little Shinx, Scarf Shinx, is going to have a field day if I can get the right opportunities in there. I am choice Scarfed. Corphish, as long as it doesn't set up any dragon or two dragon dances with Aqua Jet, I should be able to take it out. And I do have the Intimidate to help keep it at bay. There is a Carvana, which I do have to be careful of because it does have the speed boost, but I can only let it get to one speed boost, so I can still outspeed it with Shinx. Then there's the Water Monkey. I don't remember his name. Semi-Poor, I believe it is. Is that the large one? Panpour? Semi-Poor? I believe it's Semi-Poor. Then I know Routes has very weak defense, and then there is a Frillish. And finally, the one problem Pokemon is going to be Mischievous, which I have to watch out for. But we're just going to get right into the battle. But I should be able to handle most of his team. If Shinx ends up having too much of a trouble, I always got Beamer to come in. I got John Blaze, always, who has Wild Charge as well, who can always come in and do some work. We got Grimace, who is Scarfed as well, and I do have Thunderbolt, and I have Energy Ball with that as well. Shrew can come in with a knockoff, start knocking things off, and also with Earthquake that can hit hard for pretty much the routes and knock off for the Mischievous. But besides that, Shrew may be a little checked. And then finally, I got that John, so I can set up some real nice Dragon Dances and get through his team as well. So I do have the combination of Drain Punch and Crunch to help me take care of the Ghosts as well. So we're gonna get right into this battle, and this is for undefeated streak. This is going for 8-0 right now for the Little Cup tournament. So all we have to do is get past one more opponent. So naturally, I'm going to lead off with Jinkies, my little Shinx. He's going to end up leading off with Frillish. I'm like, alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get the Intimidate, which is pretty much useless, and I'm just going to go straight out for a Volt Switch. Now, I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here, see how much he does, see if he's like defensive, see if it's especially defensive, and I'm going to go right into Beamer. So Beamer is going to come in. I know he really can't do too much to me. If he wants to go for a water move, I'm alright with that. If he wants to go for like a status move, I'm okay with that too. So he's going to go for Scald. We're going to eat that up, and I'm going to be able to finish him off with a Thunderbolt. Excuse me. So now, we're starting off very well. We got one of his wall Pokemon already out. Now he's going to end up going into Corphish here. I wasn't sure why he went into Corphish, unless, it may have been Scarf. But I know I could take any one hit from it, even if it's going to be a knockoff. So I'm going to actually outspeed it, go for a Thunderbolt, take him out. So that's extremely fortunate. Now he's going to go into Max through the Mischievous, which can definitely be a problem at some point, setting up Calm Minds. I wasn't really trying to be about that. It goes for Psy-Wave, but I eat that up beautifully. I end up going for a T-Wave because I know it can outspeed most of my team. I believe Mischievous may have about, I think it's base 90 speed. If I'm not, I may be mistaken. But I know it's faster than most Little Cup Pokemon. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Shrew, so I know I can eat up a hit because I am specially based. And I also have my Berry Juice, so I can be able to switch in. And if I'm below 50%, then I can get my health right back up. So I'm going to go for a knockoff. Turns out there is no item on this Mischievous. He's going to go for a second Dazzling Gleam, activate my Berry Juice, get me back up to full health. And because of paralysis, I will be able to outspeed and take him out with a second knockoff. So Shrew coming in, doing some nice work. And now we're in pretty good position. He still does have the water types, a whole bunch of water types left, which I do have to, be weary of. Now Panpour is going to come in. I'm switching out because I want to keep Shrew around. I don't want him to be wasted or anything, so I'm going to bring in Jinkies here. So Jinkies is going to get the Intimidate off. Intimidate is pretty much useless as well because this Pokemon is a special attacker. He's going to go for the Ice Beam, possibly going for coverage because that may have taken Shrew out anyway. I'm just going to go for the Scarf Wild Charge because I know he's not going to have a chance at this point to set up any kind of speed boost unless he has like Protect with the Carvana or anything like that. So I will be able to come through with some nice choice scarfed wild charges. Now I'm going to be able to outspeed the routes as well. I know his defense is pretty limited, to say the least. We do get a critical hit, but I do not believe that mattered. And the final Pokemon is going to be the Carvanha, as we live on 1 HP. And as long as he's not carrying Aqua Jet, we should be able to handle this pretty well. So we're just going to go for the final Wild Charge. He does not go for Protect, and we are going to be able to take this Pokemon out. So we learned a lot of things from this first battle. We learned that Scarf Jinx really puts a lot of work in on his team, as Little Jinkies goes down there at the very end of the battle to take a nice little rest before the second battle. Now, I'm going to switch up my lead a little bit because I don't think he's going to lead with the same thing. Now, seeing how we handled him in the beginning, I'm going to start off with John Blaze because I feel that would be appropriate, and I want to keep Jinkies around the whole time just in case I need it for late game sweeping. So he's going to end up leading off with Maxie. His Mischievous, he's going to straight switch out because I'm leading with my Fire type. He is mostly Water type, so it makes sense that he would switch out to a Water type here. But I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz because Mischievous wouldn't appreciate that. And the power of John Blaze himself, nobody else really wants to take. Like, I just did a 50% on a Corphish. Now he's going to go for an Aqua Jet here. I believe it does pretty well, but it's not going to be enough to take me out because I am bulky. I do have the Violet, and I also have max HP, and I believe I'm more specially defensive invested. But John Blaze really doesn't give a damn because he took that and then retaliated perfectly. Now Panfor is going to come out. He's going to end up going for the Skull here, and I'm like, alright, I'm okay with getting a free switch here. So John Blaze is going to go down in the finale here, and this is going to end up giving me a free switch. So now, of course, I'm going to go into Little Jinkies. She's my key. She's my win factor in this game. Now, I'm going to be able to go for Scarf Wild Charges here. There's nothing stopping my Wild Charges. That's going to be able to take out the Panpour. Because also, I am more attack invested than I am special attack invested. Because the Volt Switch is more just for setting up for other Pokemon, such as that John. Now, Mischievous is going to come back in. I'm going to switch out because I know that if I keep the Scarf Jinkies around, then I have the game in the bag, pretty much. So now, I'm going to go into my girl, Shrew. I love Shrew. She has been incredible throughout this entire tournament. So, they're going to set up a Calm Mind, predicting my switch out, which is a good play. They're going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. Hopefully I can eat that up. I do. It does keep me right above 50%, so my Berry Juice is not going to activate. And we actually end up getting a critical hit here on the knockoff, being able to take out the Mischievous even at +1 special attack and special defense, which is definitely going to be a problem. Now, I will end up outspeeding the route because I am running Jolly with max speed with a little HP and special defense investment. And we'll be able to take out the routes, which I was surprised at. I was like, alright, I'm cool with that. Now, the Frillish is going to come in. I am going to be able to go for a knockoff, see how much she does. And it does about 75%, a clean 75%. Now, they're going to end up going for a Sludge Bomb. I hope I can take it. I eat it up beautifully. It only takes away 3 HP, and is also going to activate my Berry Juice. And now, again, we will be able to outspeed, go for another knockoff, and take, take the Frillish out. And now they're going to be down to their last Pokemon, which is going to be the Carvanha. And Carvanha is going to come out, as long as it doesn't carry Aqua Jet, or it should be able to outspeed me anyway, but I end up outspeeding. Now, we end up taking out the Carvanha here because it is so frail, and it is oh so powerful. And that's going to end up being both games. We're going to end up winning this one 2-0 as well. And this is going to be, that was the Little Cup tournament. We ended up going 8-0 with, unfortunately, Julio, we didn't get to battle him. But this has been an incredible tournament. We ended up keeping that undefeated streak. The Little Cup Pups, they accomplished this goal, and this was a really nice, I would say, not really like a comeback, but an achieved goal after our 4th place in the Monotype tournament, which was definitely a good tournament. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go check it out. But this is another tournament in the bag. Stay tuned. I will be joining more tournaments with Alpha Academy and Team Alpha and everything. If you are interested in Alpha Academy, I will put a link to the group in the description below, so be sure to go check it out and join if you're interested. Hope you guys enjoy the tournament once again, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.